This is the deck of a Gravely ProTurn 48 powered by Kawasaki. There are 3 spindles on this deck, and my neighbor approached me because his right spindle, the portion around the deck, completely failed and spider cracked. He claimed that he hit something really hard and then the cracks developed from there. It was cracked nearly 360 degrees around the spindle to the point where it fell down. He used a scrap piece of steel and bolted it in there to help keep the spindle up for the time being, but there was no doubt that it had to be fixed. I wish that I had taken a little bit of time because once we got it in place, leveled and everything else and sitting straight, I tacked around all 365 degrees, and then I started putting beads in about 1 inch to 1.5 inches long and moved the heat around all the way around the part to avoid warping and overheating things. And I also took a lot of breaks to make sure the spindle didn't overheat. So yeah, that is kind of the process that I used. And then we used some scrap steel to tie in with his piece. And I I stitched in his piece into the deck. The biggest thing with all this is make sure that you take the time to prep the material by grinding all the paint off if you can. These were some really tight areas. The other thing that I think that you saw maybe a little bit farther back, I drilled as many cracks as I could find with a really teeny drill bit to terminate the crack to hopefully prevent further cracking or the crack from spreading from still having a very, a grain-sized crack still in there. So hopefully that will prevent further cracking, and then this added structure will help hold it all together and bridge across. On the underside of this spindle bracket, there's a circular piece of steel similar size to the deck, and it's kind of a big washer, and basically this big crack formed all the way around that washer, so not good. And what's interesting is I have a friend whose dad has one of these as well, and his fully failed just like this just recently as well. So I'm not sure if this is a common problem or not. Take care, everyone.